Welcome to the 2020 school year at Cornerstone Charter Academy. Our school hours this year have not changed. Elementary students may start arriving on campus as early as 7:30 a.m. Classes in lower school start at 8 a.m. We do offer early care, which starts at 7 a.m. and costs $2 per day. Please note that any student that arrives to the Cornerstone campus prior to 7:30 a.m. will be taken to before care. Dismissal in K-5 is at 2:35 on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Don't forget that Wednesday is early day and we do dismiss at 1:35 p.m. We do offer aftercare for $65 per week. Any student not picked up after dismissal will be taken to aftercare and parents will be charged the $65 per week. I'd like to introduce our wonderful staff for the 2020 school year. The principal of our K-12 Academy is Dr. Renee Pancoast. Our upper school principal is Mrs. Michelle Casey, and I'm your lower school principal, Mrs. Paula Downey. Our Dean of Discipline is Mr. Don Smith. We have a wonderful athletic director named Mr. Kevin Payton. Our K-5 lead teacher this year is Mrs. Allison Reynolds. We also have an instructional coach, and her name is Miss Lauren McConnell. We have several ESE exceptional education teachers, starting with Mrs. Jade Booth, Mrs. Kira Langlois, our behavior specialist, and Mrs. Megan Kirby, our staffing specialist for K-5. Our ESOL support person is Mrs. Monica Hodson. Taking care of all of our records and admissions is Miss Amy Trendafilove. Our guidance counselor for K-8 is Miss Michelle Harrison, and our volunteer and activities coordinator is Mrs. Ree Bonanno. You will want to become familiar with Skyward Family Access this year. This is where you will locate your students' schedules, their grades, and other important information. Please be sure to check Skyward often for the most recent updates to your child's grades. If you need help with your account, there will be forms available online to assist. You can also visit the OCPS Skyward website shown below. This year, all Cornerstone students are required to have and will receive a computer during our device pickup days, which are August 18th through the 20th. Students will pay a $25 technology allowance, which will be paid online. More information to come. All CCA students will sign and submit a technology agreement through their Google Classroom. No student is permitted to bring their own personal device to Cornerstone. The laptops that you will check out are preloaded with all of the apps and things that you will need to have a successful year at Cornerstone Charter Academy. Our traffic pattern is as follows. Kindergarten and first grade students will be dropped off in what we call the alleyway. This is a driveway that goes right between the lower school building and the middle and the upper school building. When parents pull through, you will pull right up to the main building. Parents, if your students are still in a booster seat or a car seat, you will want to make sure that that car seat is on the passenger side of your vehicle. That way, when your students exit, they are close to the building. Second through fifth grade students will be dropped off and picked up on Waltham Avenue. If you have middle and upper school students, they will be dropped off and picked up on Fairlane Avenue. After school, older siblings may come to the lower school building to meet up with their younger brother and sister. They will not be permitted in the classrooms this year, but they can wait just outside in the hallway. After school, it's important that you have what we call a school pass tag visible in your front window. We use a system at Cornerstone called School Pass, and you will receive more information about that. It's important that as soon as you pull into one of the lower school alleyways, driveways, or entrance and exit areas that you have your car tag displayed clearly so that we can see your last name and a special ID number that has been assigned to you. Our Cornerstone website has more information with our detailed traffic pattern. The alleyway is where you will drop off and pick up your kindergarten and first grade students. Please be sure to pull up as far as you can and have your car tag displayed clearly in your dashboard. We will have Cornerstone staff members on hand who are reading your last name and a special ID number that has been assigned to you. We enter those special ID numbers into our cell phones or our iPads, which connect straight to our teacher's classroom so that your child can wait safely inside until you pull all the way up. After picking up your child and before exiting the lower school driveway, please be sure to stop at the stop sign. After school, we often have walkers and bikers who are using the sidewalks just outside of the main buildings. So please be sure to look out for walkers and bikers and stop at all stop signs. If you have a 2nd through 5th grade student, you will drop them off and pick them up on the 2-5 drop-off side, which is on Waltham, just outside of our playground and our 4th grade villages. Please be sure to pull all the way forward. We will have Cornerstone staff members on hand to help your children in and out of the cars. This year, all students will enter the main building through the front entrance, which is right in the middle of our alleyway. If you have 6th through 12th grade students, you will drop them off and pick them up on Fairlane Avenue. Lower school students are not to be dropped off or picked up on Fairlane. This is just for middle and high school students. This area is known as the turf field. This is where both lower and upper school hold physical education classes. Please note that the turf field is not a designated drop-off or pickup area. After school, we use a silent dismissal program that's called School Pass. You will receive more information later about School Pass. All families will be assigned a special number and given what we call a car tag. It's very important that your car tag is displayed correctly on the dash in your vehicle. Students will not be dismissed to a car that does not have a family number and a car tag. Please take a picture of your car tag as a backup system, but please know that we will not release students to anybody without a car tag. So if you're having someone else pick up your child, such as a grandparent, a babysitter, or a neighbor, they must have your car tag and they must be on your approved pickup list. Even if we can identify the driver in the vehicle, we will not release students without a car tag. You will be able to make changes to your child's dismissal schedule in our School Pass program, and you'll be given directions later to download the app to your cell phones. If your child's dismissal change, if your child is being dismissed in a different way each day, you will need to update the School Pass app. For example, on Monday, if your student is a walker, Tuesday they're a car rider, on Wednesday they're going in the karate van, you will need to update the app so that your child's teacher knows how they're getting home that day. During severe weather, we use a rule that's called the 30-30 rule. We will not dismiss students during severe weather. Please look out for emails and phone notifications from the school during bad weather. If your child is a walker or a biker, you will want to have a backup plan in place for dismissal. Please know that we do follow the OCPS 30/30 rule and we will not dismiss students to parents during severe weather. There's more information about the 30/30 rule on our school website. During the first few weeks of school, please be patient as families are becoming accustomed to our traffic pattern and students are learning new procedures. Once we get going, our staff is really quick about getting students in and out of cars. But those first few weeks can certainly be a challenge as everybody is trying to figure out the very best time to leave your house to pick up your students. Please know that on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, we do close our alleyway gates at 3:05. On Wednesday, we close it at 2:05. So if you're running late to pick up your child, please let your child's homeroom teacher know, and we will hold your student for you. Due to COVID-19, all CCA students must wear a cloth face covering upon arriving and at dismissal times. All of our stairwells have a one-directional staircase. The buildings and hallways have all been marked as one way. The kindergarten through 5th grade building floor is marked, and students must walk on the right side of the hallway in a single file line while practicing social distancing. All students are expected to stay 6 feet apart while transitioning in and out of our hallways. At Cornerstone, we use a platform called Colegia. All teachers have a Google Classroom and a unique Zoom room code. Teachers will post homework on a regular basis through Google Classroom. This will be your main source of information from each teacher. There will be some basic information on class websites, but most of the important information will be found through Google Classroom this year. Please be sure to subscribe to each teacher's website. This includes special areas. It's important that students arrive to school on time. Students who arrive to school late must be checked in at the main office by a parent. Any student who is not in their classroom by the start of school, which is 8 a.m. in lower school, is considered tardy. This includes remote learning and face-to-face instruction. When students have 5 unexcused tardies, that equals 1 absence. There are some special expectations for our remote learners. It's important to be on time to your class. Tardies will be recorded. All remote learners and face-to-face learners must have on a collared CCA shirt. On Fridays, students can wear spirit shirts. All other uniform guidelines should also be followed. There's more information in our student handbook about uniforms. Students that are learning from home should not be laying down in bed or on a couch. You should look like you're set up and ready to learn. Your camera must be turned on, and we must see your face at all times. It's important that parents are not sitting with their children during the entire Zoom session. At the beginning, we know that you will need to be there to assist your students, but please allow them to become more independent as the days go on. When picking up students prior to dismissal, please report to the main office. As a reminder, you can make pickup changes through our school pass system. The adult that's picking up the student must be on their list. So if you're sending a neighbor, a grandparent, or a babysitter to pick up your child, they must be on your approved list. We will not send home any Cornerstone student with an adult that is not on the approved list. No students can be signed out during the last hour of the school day. A student who has had at least 5 unexcused absences or absences for which the reasons are unknown within a calendar month or 10 unexcused absences or absences for which the reasons are unknown within a 90 calendar day period may be deemed to be exhibiting a pattern of non-attendance or truancy. Absence notes can now be sent digitally to Kim Bogdani, our attendance clerk. Her email address is below. Students must be in attendance for a minimum of half a school day to participate in any school-related event. Parents can print an excused absence form from our school website, as handwritten notes are not accepted. Forms need to be returned within 48 hours to your child's teacher. There can be up to 10 absences for lower school students. 3 or more consecutive absences, though, require a doctor's note. Parents may also fill out a prearranged absence form found on the Cornerstone website. We can now take absent notes online. Please see the handbook for more detailed instructions on absences. We have a health office at Cornerstone, and it's located right next door to my office in the lower school building. Parents, it's important that your child's medical information is on file and up to date. Please note that all medicine must be in the original packaging and unopened. Students may not carry medicine during school. This includes over-the-counter medicines and even cough drops. Please notify your child's teacher and Ms. Bass of any health concerns, especially allergies, seizures, diabetes. Ms. Bass's email address can be found below. This year, it is the parents' responsibility to check their child's temperature before sending them to school. We will have periodic temperature checks at Cornerstone. Do not come to school if you have any COVID-19 symptoms. If a student does have symptoms while at school, they will be sent to our health office and placed in an isolation room, and parents will be called to pick up their child immediately. Please see the CCA COVID-19 Health and Safety Procedures Manual for more details. This year, CCA planners are not required. However, it is highly encouraged that all students purchase and use some type of academic planner. You can purchase academic planners at any store of your choice. If you have concerns during the school year, we ask that you please follow the Cornerstone grievance policy. When concerns or issues arise, please first contact your child's teacher. If your child's teacher is not able to assist you, please contact me. You can find my address below. If I'm not able to assist you, you can contact Dr. Pancoast. If Dr. Pancoast isn't able to assist you, your fourth contact is to report to our dispute resolution team. At Cornerstone, it's important that students keep up with their work. Late work will be accepted for up to 3 days after the grade was posted to Skyward. Please know, though, that 50% will be taken off the grade for all late work, and a score of 0 will be awarded after the 3 days. Of course, students with excused absences will be permitted to make up work without a penalty. Cornerstone is a uniform school. Our uniforms are to be purchased from All Uniform Wear. You can find more details about our uniform policy in our student handbook. Students that are out of uniform will be sent to our main office for documentation. Parents will be called and need to bring the correct uniform to the campus. The picture shows shoes that are approved to wear to Cornerstone. Please note that the soles and laces of the shoes must be one of the Cornerstone approved colors. These are some examples of shoes that are not approved to wear to Cornerstone. As you can see, the soles of some of these shoes are various colors. Some of these shoes also have laces that are not approved Cornerstone colors. Most Fridays are called Spirit Days. On Spirit Days, students may wear an approved Cornerstone Charter Academy Spirit t-shirt. Students may also choose to wear a college shirt on Fridays. Shirts that are not allowed would be shirts that represent sports teams that are not colleges, such as the Orlando Magic and Orlando City Soccer. For elementary school students, all cell phones and personal electronic devices must be turned off and out of sight throughout the school day. If phones are seen or heard, they will be taken away and sent to the front office for parent pickup after 3 p.m. All elementary students at Cornerstone participate in PLTW, which is Project Lead the Way. This program is led by our wonderful Project Lead the Way teacher, Mrs. Hickey. At Cornerstone, we take online payments. Online payments may be made for such things as Jeans Day, ticket sales, and even lunch. Please visit our main website for more information on our online store. We offer both breakfast and lunch at Cornerstone. Breakfast can be purchased for $2 a day. Lunch may be purchased for $3 a day. In K-5, students have approximately 30 minutes for lunch. You can make your child's lunch payment online. For the start of the school year, all students will eat in their lower school classrooms. For those students that are needing to buy a Cornerstone lunch, it will be served grab-and-go style. Please note that if you are an RLI, that's a remote learning instructional student, and you're on free and reduced lunch, you can drive through and pick up lunch and breakfast for the following day. More information will be posted on the Cornerstone website. If you need to pick up your child during the school day, you will need to check in at the gate that's located on Waltham Avenue. We have a camera and a buzzer, and our front clerk can ring you in. We want to instill a sense of responsibility in all of our Cornerstone students. Parents are not permitted to drop off items at school. This includes lunches, water bottles, cupcakes, and materials. This year, we are going to allow parents to drop off a CCA device, but please know that consequence will be given to your student who forgets their device. We want to instill a sense of responsibility in all of our Cornerstone students. Parents are not permitted to drop off items at Cornerstone. This includes lunches, water bottles, cell phones, and snacks. This year, we will allow parents to drop off a checked-out Cornerstone device, but please know that a consequence will be given to your student. We offer before and after care at Cornerstone. You can sign up using the web address below. Aftercare is $65 per week. Before care starts at 7 a.m. and ends at 7:30 a.m. If your child is participating in before care, you will drop them off on Fairlane Avenue which is right outside of our middle school. The cost of before care is $2 per day. It should be noted that any student who is dropped off at Cornerstone before 7:30 a.m. will be sent to before care, and parents will be charged $2 per day. This is the aftercare building. When picking up your child from aftercare, be sure to have your ID ready for checkout. This year, the first day of school will certainly look different. Here's what you can expect on August 21st. All Cornerstone students will attend school virtually from home. Your student will log into our platform, Colegia, using login information that you will be given at device pickup time. Please make sure that your lower school student is entering their virtual classroom no later than 8 o'clock a.m. Your student will need to stay logged in throughout the school day to be counted as present. This is a snapshot of what our first day will look like. K-5 students will log into the Colegia platform at 8 a.m. where they will meet all of their new teachers. Throughout the morning, they will get to know each other. Later in the morning, students will learn to navigate online learning. There will be a lunch and recess break from 11:25 to 12:25. We will end our day with allowing your student plenty of time to set up a space for learning, to log into Google Classroom, and to practice dropping in assignments. This year, families had 3 options for learning models. For our face-to-face students, your first full face-to-face day will be Monday, August 24th. For our hybrid students, if you are an A-day student, your first day on campus will be Monday, August 24th. If you are a hybrid student that is assigned to a B-day, your first day on campus will be Tuesday, August 25th. We would like to welcome all of our Cornerstone Ducks to our campus this year. Whether you are learning at home virtually or you're coming face to face, we know that it's going to be a great 2020 school year. Let's go Ducks!